Welcome to the Umbrella Chronicles. Accessing file number 249811149RC.
Biohazard. The outbreak occurred in the summer of 1998. It started in the American Midwestern town of Raccoon City and brought hell to Earth. The T-virus was developed as a biological weapon, proliferating amongst the unsuspecting public. It metamorphosed them into living death zombies. Umbrella's mission statement had always been preserving the health of the people, but beneath this bright statement lurked the shadow of Oswald E. Spence's ambition.
End of file concerning the outbreak incident in Raccoon City.
The truth behind the rise and fall of Umbrella is something to which only a select few are privy. The beginning of the end started on the outskirts of Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles.
This is a light gun retelling of Resident Evil 0, the GameCube remake of Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 3 for whatever reason. We're going to start with Train Derailment, the Resident Evil 0 retelling, which is the only one that's actually accurate to the game. The others start taking liberties after that.
But it all brings it in line with the new games, right? Right?
Kind of, not really. You can select a character at the start of any level. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. We're starting with Rebecca instead of Billy. And you also select a weapon to take with you. We only have the submachine gun. That screen will make a lot more sense in the future.
Gotcha. No inventory Tetris?
No. No.
Damn.
Just shooting.
It was a stormy night when the leeches overwhelmed the Ecliptic Express. The Special Forces unit sent to investigate the area reported an emergency, but the announcement was suddenly cut off and followed only by silence. Enter the STARS unit member, Rebecca Chambers. Umbrella has been at the center of my plans for a long time, but the train incident would prove to be the beginning of the end.
Stars here. Is anybody there? Stars here. Is anybody there? You're the escaped prisoner, Billy Cohen.
Can we put a hold on the whole arresting me thing? We have bigger things to worry about right now.
And we're off.
There's something really funny about the red cross on your uniform when all you're going to do is shoot men.
Yeah, she's a medic. She kind of does a little bit of medic stuff, but not really. So the tutorial is very abrupt and It's going to be popping up pretty much through the entire level. But once this level's done, it's going to stop doing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like stuff like health gauge, I think I could have figured that one out on my own.
The weird thing is these aren't even showing up for any kind of trigger, you know? You didn't take damage.
Nope. I mean, it kind of follows the progression of the stage, but not really. Now, one thing you'll notice about this game is you can shoot everything, pretty much. The levels are just full of crap for you to shoot. Mostly lights, sometimes like desks and stuff.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, they hide a lot of stuff inside lights, which ends up being kind of annoying because if you shoot them all out, then you can't really see anything.
So basically it's one of those play better for 100% things.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Oh, you can actually move your POV. That's nice.
Yeah, they did that for Umbrella Chronicles. They did take that away in Darkside Chronicles, but they made weapon selection connected to the
Stick.
to the stick. Yes.
Hmm.
The green herbs that are all over Resident Evil are just all over everything again.
Huh.
You cannot store them. You just pick them up and gain health back.
Gotcha.
Now, one thing you'll notice is I am shooting
Stairs too.
zombies right on the forehead. That's the critical hit spot.
Mm-hmm.
That blows their head off. And in order to teach you that, they show you an enemy that is very difficult to actually hit on the forehead. Most of the time when they stand there, they're just gonna barf acid on you, but...
It's moving.
Who's driving this thing?
How the hell would I know?
You better go find out.
Yeah, you see how dark it gets when you shoot out
Yeah, wow,
every
I'm
light.
kind of impressed.
So most of the things in this game are just recycled assets from Resident Evil 0 and the remake.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if the environments are taken... those two games had pre-rendered backgrounds. I'm not sure if it's the same models for the backgrounds or not that they used, because...
It can't be.
I mean, it could be, because those were fairly distant, and this game you're just, like, running your face right into everything.
Is that a knife, I assume?
Yeah, that was the knife. The leeches will just leap on your face one after another forever.
So just slash them, it's easier.
You can shoot them off your face with the gun, which
Seems very silly.
doesn't seem like it should work.
What? What?
That's a leech dude. They're very annoying in this game, and they're worse in the original game, so I'm just gonna blast them.
We can't take them all down.
Not gonna show off any attacks or anything, they're just awful.
Attacks hit you. That seems like a bad thing in a light gun game. Okay, no, I could totally believe the way this looks that this came from the GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeesh. This was on the GameCube, right?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
it was GameCube. All of the character models and enemies, I'm pretty sure are taken directly out of that. Which
We don't have much choice but to keep going.
which again, you saw the zombies from a distance and they looked great. Here they're literally getting in your face.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Beats me. Never seen anything like this.
So what's the point of grabbing the ammunition when you have unlimited?
Oh,
You're using a pistol, not that
yeah,
weapon.
the
Okay.
pistol has unlimited ammo, everything else doesn't.
Gotcha. I just realized that's not the same gun, yeah.
Yeah. Again, that is something that's going to make a lot more sense later once we get more weapons and I can show off some of the other stuff. that
Gotcha.
are in the menus.
No, don't pick that man up. He's a zombie.
But he's crawling towards you.
You're the worst medic.
He needs you.
Oh my god, she's one of those.
Don't call me princess.
And she's very delicate. Every time that a whole bunch of leeches grab together, you're looking at like 5 minutes of slashing away with your knife. Not that long, but like at least a full minute. So it's best to just throw a grenade right into him.
Thank you, on behalf of the audience.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, neat.
Yep. All the levels have one checkpoint, except I think one level doesn't.
Hmm.
And this is where it tells you how checkpoints work.
Hmm.
I don't know. They really don't trust you to know how to play video games, but if you don't, I don't see how you could be any good at this.
Yeah, I've been replaying House of the Dead Overkill, light gun game on the Wii recently. It's a lot less handholdy than this.
Well, that game just hates you, I think.
Oh, I really like it.
Oh, I like it. I like it too. I'm just saying that.
It can be a bit mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the parts of the levels that have 2 or more paths, usually it doesn't amount to much. Like in this one, you just go down this hallway about 5 feet. That's it.
So it's just an optional item or two, depending.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs, by the way.
Yes.
How did that get here?
I mean, how did the zombie dogs get on the moving train?
I suppose you've got a point, but the train was stopped.
I think in actual Resident Evil 0, I think there's a kennel somewhere on the train, which again, I don't really know why. Here's where it tells you how to do the counterattacks. So I think, oh, this zombie is about to go do the move where you can do counterattack. No, he just hits you.
These tutorials are hilariously bad.
How exactly did you get here?
Okay, so those little logos are actually it's the umbrella logo. It's actually files that you pick up. You can read those later. We'll see a little bit of that, but
That was one of the weirdest ragdolls I've seen in a while.
yeah, they're a little broken sometimes. Hey, you can see what I mean about like
The headshots being weird.
the headshots are a little weird. I mean, like, you can play well or you can see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're up to 1,000 something ammo just from lights.
For the submachine gun, you can actually only carry 750 total.
Alright, well, you're probably maxed. So when do you get to counterattack ever?
It does actually happen later in the level.
Okay.
It's a very specific attack that the zombies do, which...
Huh!
And yeah, you just shoot the table twice and it's dead.
We're gonna have to run for it.
There's a lot of zombie furniture that you have to kill, I think.
With all the creatures you're showing me so far, leeches, furnishings wouldn't surprise me. Oh no, it revived the wood of the table. Resident Evil 7, tree ants.
After Resident Evil 6, I mean, they can pretty much do anything at this point. It would probably make more sense. Okay, I'm really gonna try to not shoot out so many lights in the other levels.
Makes sense, yeah.
You start playing these games enough, it turns into a bit of a compulsion.
Yeah, I've been going for all the collectibles in overkill, so...
Yeah. And QT.
Is it really a QT when it's just one button?
Yes.
Something's above us.
There's one of those in every stage. It just pops to third person, and then something attacks you, and you hit a button, and you ignore it.
Huh. Whoa, what did the camera just...
That is the counterattack. She does this little bullshit mini shove away, and then throws a grenade at him.
Him again.
It's not it doesn't use an actual grenade. It's like some special medic grenade or something that doesn't really make sense.
So she comes from the Team Fortress school of medicing.
Yes, exactly. That is... I did that just to get the furniture, because it's about to be a lot more difficult to get that.
The fact that that is an item in the room and continues glowing is amazing to me.
And meet the first boss.
I don't know if I've ever seen a game where scorpions were a good enemy. They're always kind of assholes.
This fight isn't so bad. I mean, it's the first level, but
yeah.
It was actually a huge pain in the ass in Resident Evil 0. Most things that aren't so bad in this game were a huge pain in the ass in 0. So this boss is interesting. Most of the time, you can... for most of the bosses, you can shoot them pretty much wherever, and it'll do a very tiny amount of damage. In this case, no, he's got two spots you can hit. With the tail and the top of the head.
Makes sense.
Let's see. Every attack can be countered. Or, well, I guess the regular zombies, sometimes you just have to kill them.
Yeah.
Before they hit you, but every boss attack has a means of countering it. In this case, it's easy because there's only one attack that you actually have to shoot it to stop. The rest of it is like just waggle the stick for a little bit, and then you'll be fine.
That's interesting.
Most of the other bosses get a lot trickier.
I would imagine.
Like that right there. If you hit his tail right as he charges, he stops.
That's actually pretty good. I dig that.
Unfortunately, once you do enough damage to the tail, it just sort of goes limp, and then then you pretty much have to shoot him on the head, and...
Weird ragdolly.
Yeah, as you can see, you get like a second and a half before...
Yeah, he blocks a lot. I can only imagine how much worse this was originally if you say this is the nice version.
You had to, like, actually run up into its face and point down. Like, it was...
Oof.
That game has problems.
I can imagine when you've got the leech men and...
Okay, so results screen. This one was an S rank. Don't get used to it. I'm not that good at the game. You notice that even destroying like everything, I still only got 7 of 9 files. It lists everything you get.
That's a lot of files.
Most of the files are taken directly from the games that are...
They debuted in.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep reading this train's name as Epileptic Express. Is that bad?
It's probably bad, but that's the last you're actually going to see of the train.
Oh. Alright, well then that's moot. It had a seizure off screen.
Kind of.
Derailment is like a seizure.
Now that we've beaten the level, you can customize your weapons. We'll see that next time. And you can also go check out the archives, which I'm just going to show this off real quick. It's not very interesting, really.
As a video, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume we'll just text these in the thread or something?
I'm probably not even going to do that.
Fair enough.
One thing is if you get an A rank on a level in normal or an S rank on hard, you get one of the items from the games. And as you can see, that's all it is. You look at the item.
That's kind of a cute touch.
Yeah. The files are basically the same as ever, just this one's literally the same. It's like the first file you get in Resident Evil 0.
Huh.
It goes to a screen with a little thumbnail, and you get to read about some stuff that isn't really very interesting at all.
And probably not relevant to this game so much.
Not at all. This one, however, is new. There are a few new ones. I don't know how many. Never really paid that much attention, but it's just an extremely basic description of Billy and his hard body.
Oh, he can expertly handle weapons.
Yes, very much so. So yeah, that's the whole game's gimmick. I really don't think it's worth all the trouble to get everything. But next time we'll be playing Train Derailment 2.
Without a train.